Good evening, students. During medical college admission processes, one important question which every student has in his mind is what exactly is the difference between a government run medical college and a privately run medical college. Through this short discussion, we will find exactly the differences between the two. This would help you to choose and make correct preferences during your admission form filling. Now, what exactly is the difference between the two colleges? One very important difference, if I were to say, between the government medical college and the private medical college would be the cutoff between the two. While the government medical college would have a higher cutoff, you know, uh, if you want exactly to get into your government medical college, you would need the score of around 600 plus. Whereas if you observe a private medical college, a score of 450 plus, a score of 500 plus, a score of 550 would get you into a private medical college. So difference is in the cutoff. The second difference you find is in the infrastructure. Government medical colleges comparatively would be older colleges with poor infrastructure as compared to a private medical college, which would have a more cleaner and a more modern, or rather, I should say, a larger or a better infrastructure. The third difference between a government medical college and a private medical college is that the government medical college, if a student takes admission in, the student has to sign a bond whereby the student has to actually perform, or work in a rural setup in a government run medical unit for a year after the internship. It's a 10 lakh bond, whereas a private medical college student does not have to sign that bond. Another bond which a government medical student has to sign is a 5 year bond that he would not leave the country 5 years, up to 5 years till he after completion of his medical degree, whereas a private medical college does not have to sign any bond. Now, if you would see this part of the presentation, if you would see these 4 points, you would easily say that private medical colleges are better than government medical colleges. But the answer is no. Though, if you see these four differences, you would find that the private medical colleges are better. That's the only advantages of the private medical colleges. And these are not the main points. The next differences which I'm going to talk about are the actual differences, which should be the points you should consider in order to make your decision. And the first difference between the two is the fees. While a government medical college would be having a fees of around 95,000 to 1 lakh per year, the same hand, on the other hand, you would find a private medical college would have an average fee of 8 to 10 lakhs per year. Now, that's one very big difference between the government and a private medical college. But again, this is still not considered, according to me, this is still not the important point which should be the basis of your decision. Of course, fees are a major factor, financial burden is a major factor because for 5 years you're calculating. So on one hand, you have a scope, you have a private medical college where you'll have to pay 50 lakhs. On the other hand, you'll have 5 lakhs. So there's a 10-time difference in the fees between a private medical college and a government medical college. But I would still consider all these points which I've listed as not important points for making your decision. Which are the important points which you should consider? So, the most important point which you should consider to make your decision between a government medical college and private medical college is the differences which I'm going to speak about now. The first thing is higher cutoffs of government medical college result in higher caliber of students present in that college. So when you take admissions in a government medical college, wherever they are, they may be in the city, they may be outside your city, but when you take admission in a government medical college, you are surrounded by students who have actually got into this college. That means the students who have actually managed to get a higher score, and that is why you'd find you would be surrounded by students who have a higher caliber, which would actually be very good, because in your medical college, self study is a major factor, group studies are a major factor, so having a good quality student around you would help you to boost and to help you to study better. On the other hand, lower cutoffs of private medical college result in students having an average caliber in your surroundings. So that means you would have students who would not be having that higher scorers, and because they are not high scorers, I would consider them to be comparatively on a lower caliber as compared to government college. I'm not judging the students here, but I would say on an average, a government medical college would have a higher quality of student caliber as compared to a private medical college. The second difference between the two is the faculty of a government medical college. Generally, government medical colleges are older medical institutes. Because they are older medical institutes, the faculty there is one which is far more experienced as compared to what you find in a private medical college. Now, when I talk of faculty, we think about only the professors who would be teaching, but you have to understand that a lot of teaching which is done in medical colleges is done by resident doctors. A lot of the teaching which is done in medical colleges is done by students who pursue medicine MD. So people who are going for MD, students who are pursuing MD, also are involved in teaching in these medical colleges. Now, all government medical colleges, many, or rather, I should say, most government medical colleges have MD programs, have their PG degrees there, and that is why the students of PG are there in these government medical colleges. They are very high caliber students, students who have actually worked in these government medical colleges, students who have worked in these hospitals, who can share the knowledge. That means, moral of the story, in a government medical college, you would have good quality senior doctors as well as good quality senior MD students who would, of course, also be doctors. They would be the ones who would be your seniors, who would be around you to guide you and help you in your academics. On the other hand, the faculty which would be there in a private medical college would be moderately experienced, and many private medical colleges, most private medical colleges do not have an MD program, and that is why you would not have those residents around you. The benefit of that would be missing in a private medical college. The most important and the major factor which should be used in order to make decision making is the hospital patient inflow. Always remember, medicine is not learned through books. You would not be learning your medicine through the books. Your patients are your reference material. When you learn jaundice, when you learn cancer, or if you learn hepatitis, when you learn these disorders from a book, it's a short term type of preparation. It's a superficial type of preparation. On the other hand, when you see the patient of hepatitis, you see the patient of cancer, when you see patients having tuberculosis, when you see patients having pneumonia, now when these patients are in front of you, patients having pneumonia, patients having kidney stones, patients having kidney failures, then you don't have to be taught a lot of stuff because you've seen those symptoms, you've seen them walking in front of you. So when you have your patients around you, they would be your books, they would be your references. And that's the most important advantage in a government medical college. A very heavy patient inflow is seen in these government medical colleges because most of them are run by municipal corporations. And because of low charges, you have a continuous stream of patients coming to these OPDs, continuous stream of patients who would be getting admitted to their hospital IPDs. And that is why you would always see complicated cases of kidney failures, cases of lung failure, cases of complicated infections, multiple organ failures. So I can name it, and you will find those patients around you in these hospitals, which would actually be very good for your experience in handling these patients later on when you become a resident. And it also would help you, of course, in your internship when you would be doing your clinics. It will also be helpful in learning a lot about these diseases, which would not be textual, which would not be theoretical. You would get practical knowledge. On the other hand, in private medical colleges, you have the hospitals having a moderate to low patient inflow, and that is why you would find comparatively there would be a lesser hands-on experience for the students. There would be more theoretical experience as compared to practical experiences. I am not making a general statement. You do have certain private colleges which do have a good patient inflow. You can talk of, KJ Somaya in Mumbai. You can talk of there is MIMER in Talegaon. You have MGM, which is there. You have colleges like NKP Salve. You have colleges which is Kashibai Navle. There are many medical colleges which are private medical colleges which have a good patient inflow in their hospitals, but you can never match the patient inflow what you have in a KEM to a patient out inflow what you'll have in KJ Somaya. There's a big difference in the number of cases which will come in KEM, Sion, Cooper, BJ Medical, Miraj Medical College, or Government Medical College Nagpur, in IGMC Nagpur. You can't compare the patient inflow. They are huge centers whereby you get a loads of patient inflow in your clinics, in your hospitals. So that is one major deciding factor. So what would be the points you should consider in order to decide between a government medical college and a private medical college? Then I would say out of all these points, three factors should be considered. The first factor you should consider to decide is the type of students around you. As I've already told you, that the student caliber in a government medical college would always be higher as compared to a private medical college, and which is very important because you have group studies, you have group discussions, you have note sharing which will take place, and it's important to have a good quality student caliber around you. The second factor, as I've already told you, is faculty. Mind you, when I talk of faculty, I'm not talking of only the ones which were the professors. I'm also talking of residents, I'm talking of MD students, I'm talking of seniors around you who would be experienced, who would be also having a higher caliber as compared to a private medical college. The third and the most important point, as I've told you, is the hospital setup, the number of patients. So, out of all the differences which I've mentioned till now, the three crucial factors which should be the points which you should consider to decide a college is student caliber around you, the type of faculty around you who will be teaching and helping you, and the number of patients in the hospital setup. If I consider these three criteria, and if I consider them only, of course, the fourth criteria is the fees, but if I have to consider these three important criteria, then the verdict is unanimous that our first choice for any medical course, maybe MBBS or it may be BDS or even for physiotherapy as a paramedical course, our first choice should always be a government medical college. A private medical college should always only be our backup choice. It shouldn't be our first choice. A government medical college would always be a first choice whenever you fill the preference form in these NEET medical admissions. So this basically is the criteria which you should be using in order to determine your preferences. As I've already told you, there are some private colleges which are good, like KJ Somaya, like Terna, MGM, which is a deemed university. You have Kashibai Navle, you have NKP Salve. You do have good colleges which are there in private medical colleges, but you cannot compare them with the type of teaching, with the type of experience, with the type of patients, with the type of exposure you would get in a government medical college. So that's basically what you have to remember. And hopefully, this would help you to decide and make your preferences in your NEET admission process. So that's it about this topic. Uh, Thank you very much.